Hey, what is up, guys? And yes, I am shirtless because I just got done working out. But you know what I got today? A Commander Precon because I tried to make a Commander deck out of my bulk. Complete dog shit. Legit did not work. Um, it was built around. Sorry, Obeka Splitter Seconds because she's a baddie. Like you can't tell me otherwise. She is a legit baddie. Um, Also, I liked her ability because that's cool. You know, gain extra upkeep phases. That's pretty neat. Um, and I wanted to pair that with some of my other stuff, but I didn't have enough upkeep cards for it. I had like legit one in a deck of 100. So obviously didn't work. But it's definitely work in progress. I might just buy. I think what I'm going to. And honestly, Obeka's cool, but she's hard to build around. And I mean, I've seen videos of people playing her. It's legit just the most craziest way to win. Like one of them is just drawing cards. And then when you draw with no cards in your library, you win the game, which is kind of cool. I mean, but I would have to get so much damage with Obeka and then draw so many cards. It's based off your hand size. So if my hand is too small, then I would need to get a bunch more damage for it to actually work. So I'm not too huge of a fan of it. I literally just picked the card because I thought she was hot. But then I decided to buy a precon. Hold on. Also comes with a meow. Like this is cool. There's meows, bro. I didn't know there were meows in Magic. That's cool though. I'm probably gonna buy like 17 more. So when I use Storm Herd, I can get like it depends on my max life. So let's say if I have 20 life, I now get 20 meows on the board. Let's go. I want to have a meow army. I just want all meow tokens, so I could have a army of meows. I'd be like, all right, summon 1/1 birds. Well, this guy's technically a bird. Meow, 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 and throw meows on the board because that's cool. This is my commander, Kanji Skywarden. Flying Vigilance. He's a 3/3. Whenever Kanji Skywarden attacks, +2 power to all flying creatures until end of turn. And then when Kanji blocks, +2 toughness to all flying creatures, end of turn. All blocking creatures, that is. And then same thing for all fighting creatures. So it's really cool. It's a very reactive card. So if I need to play defense, I'll be like, you have a 3/3 trample? I make my 1/1/3 toughness. Block your trample. So it's really cool. Very reactive card. I really like that. He's only 5 mana, and this deck has so much mana ramp. Dear God, there's a Soul Ring, there's an Artificer, there's a Command Artifice, there's a Command Tower, there's Soul Ring, but 4 mana. It's not a Soul Ring, it's called something else, but it's 4 mana. I can give myself no maximum hand size with the artifact. That's amazing. There's like 4 to 5 artifacts in this thing that grant me mana, and I think it's a total of like 6 or 7 mana. That was me trying to actually be accurate. I wasn't saying that just a joke, but 6 or 7 mana, and it's awesome. I just get 7 mana from artifacts, and then there's not a lot of search land stuff in there, but there's also a ton of life gain. There is one where I exile target creature before it attacks, and it can be my own creature. It says target creature, so I can exile my own creature before it attacks, and then its toughness goes to my health. What? I don't know how likely I am to use that. It might just be with like those cards that you only play for its battlefield for what it does on the battlefield. Yeah, I probably just gonna do it to that. Like Malboro. Every time I have Malboro on the board, I need to block a 4/4. I'm like, it's got to be you, buddy. Got to be you, because you only do one thing when I play you. Speaking of which, Malboro is awesome, by the way. Favorite discard card. And then all the other cards in this are really cool. I really like the one card that lets me play one spell from each opponent's graveyard for free. One of my friends plays a Doctor Who deck with a card that exiles everything, and I mean everything. So let's say that gets thrown into his thing, or he uses it. I'm gonna play that card and use it, or use it again, just to be an asshole and reset the game twice. Or once, depending on how it gets discarded. Because I do have... Actually, no, this is a different deck. But, very cool. There's also some other stuff in here that I really like spawn a bunch of tokens. There's also a counter spell that lets me heal. There's a lot of cards in this that I legit can't remember at the top of my head. But, they are very cool. Oh, and then there's also Cleansing Nova. Exile all creatures. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that even if I have a good board. Because I play for fun. I don't play to win. I play to be an asshole. I play for giggleless enjoyment. Because I play a toxic theft deck. And I legit just steal my friends' cards. And then hit them with poison. Which is really funny. It's really fun just to go, see that card you have? Mine. 10 poison counters, I win the game. Very fun. A lot of people say poison is evil and toxic. You're wrong. It's very fun. But yeah, this is really cool. I didn't want to... And this guy's going to be my alternate commander because I do not like the base commander. Yeah, I get to draw cards, but there's like 5 other cards that let me draw cards. So what's the point of drawing even more when I'm already drawing a lot and I have a bunch of mana too? What is there more to say about this deck? I'm trying to think. I'm legit trying to think. What is there more to say about this deck? Oh, flying. Everything's flying. That's the best part. Everything is flying. Every creature in this thing is either flying or an artifact. And that is amazing. Because not everyone has reach or flying. So I just get to hit you. And then I have one-sided buffs. Like gravitational difference. Or gravitational whatever. All flying creatures get +2 power. All non-flying creatures get -2 power. And my friends don't really have a lot of flying cards in their decks. The most they have is like 2 or 3. So if they're not on the board, I'm just whipping this out and I'm going to be like, oh my god, I get +2 power and you get -2. That's amazing. A lot of vigilance too. I already said there's a bunch of life gain. There is so much life gain in this thing. And there's also one where there's also a really just niche card in here where I just like, hey man, here's an elephant. Here's an elephant. I kill their creature, but I give them an elephant. So I could literally just make like an alliance or whatever and just go up to my friend and be like, hey, you see that 1/1 creature? Do you still want it? No. All right, I'm going to play gift, and here's an elephant. You get a 3/3 elephant. Now, don't attack me, okay? Because, hey, he might not attack me because I gave him a 3/3 elephant and traded it out for his 1/1. You know, good trade. It's just a really cool deck. I really like the art, too. I really like the art of this guy. Just look at that. He's a beautiful little sky mage with his cool helmet. And he's just really cool. Like, this is a great deck. And it's going to be really fun. There's also a counter spell that lets me heal, which is awesome. There's also another spell called Etherize, where I return all attacking creatures to target player's hand. Or target opponent's hand. Which is really fun. So if someone attacks me, I'll be like, tap 4. Boom, you can't hit me. Can't hit me. End of your turn. Because that's really cool. And I genuinely think that is probably one of the best ways to play the game is just mana ramp, big spells, big cards, and I make a bunch of tokens along the way. Because, you know, the Storm Herd thing is really cool because I could just make a bunch of tokens based on my life total. Yeah, it's 10 mana, but I also mana ramp the whole game, so doesn't matter. And there's also like 2 lands in there that give me health when I play them, so that's nice. This is my first time buying a precon. It was only $20 with plus tax, so like $23. And it definitely worth it. This is very good for a like $23 deck. And a very good way to start the game because I have flying and a bunch of buffs and then board wipes. And a lot of my friends don't have cards that play from exile. Some of them do, But the one guy at our pod just has like one card that lets you play from exile. So as long as he doesn't use that one, as long as he doesn't draw that one card, or he's already used it, if I exile everything, he's just like, ah, darn it, shoot. Um, and yeah, it's just a really cool deck. I know this is kind of a ramble, but I'm really excited to play this on the weekend because I love Magic the Gathering. I haven't played it in a while. I've recently gotten into it because I've gotten bored of Warhammer because Thousand Suns, if you haven't noticed, Hex Warp Thrallbrand, 3 detachment points, and I don't own demons or vehicles. And the 1 DP stuff, or mutants, I don't own that either. I legit just have rubrics. My whole army is rubrics. So I legit, and I only have 1,000 points, so I legit can't play anything else. Now I could do the regeneration cult thing, but that thing's stratagems are so ass. It's meant to be paired with a base detachment, so there's legit no reason to use it. And I probably won't use it until I get new models, because this Christmas I am getting 6 Chaos Spawn. So then I'll use Regen along with the new Mutant detachment, because the stratagems kind of ass. Like, I'm being honest, the stratagems are not very good, in my opinion. The enhancements are cool. I love the enhancements. They're so good. Bladed Bone, or Blood of Bladed Bone, is legit really good. I get +1 AP and Cleave on Chaos Spawn, and I regenerate 3 wounds every command phase. Dang, that's going to be so cool. And I have 6 of them. And I'm also going to get probably some little Zangor guys to fly around to attach to my sorcerer over there. I'm going to attach it to him because he doesn't have anything to lead. And by himself, he's not that good. And if I give him a unit to lead, it'll be cool. I'm going to give him the ones with the bows because he gives them an 18-inch lone operative. So that'll be cool. So it'll be hard for them to be sniped out. And I'll probably just do it in a way where he's standing on an objective and the other 3 guys are just lined up taking pot shots all over the map. I've just gotten bored of 4K, being into Magic. Got a commander deck. But yeah, thanks guys.